Mr. Dennis Tan.
Mr. Chairman, can I take my two cards together?
Yes, please.
Thank you. My first card on the lift upgrading. Last month, the Minister for National Development replied to my parliamentary question, informing me that there are 150 HDB blocks which are not eligible for the lift upgrading program, LUP. Blocks where there are still residents who do not have same floor access to lifts, that there's no need to inform residents in affected blocks directly that no LUP is available for now, as HDB will continue to explore new technical methods to bring down LUP costs and to improve accessibility without direct lift access. Presently, Hougang SMC has 6 such blocks. I have continued to receive requests from residents with no same floor lift access asking when their LUP will come. It seems like only if residents write into HDB to ask for the upgrading will they be told the real reason for no upgrading to date, for example, whether it is for a reason of cost or due to technical constraints. Notwithstanding my PQ, I would like to reiterate my request for HDB to provide an update to residents living in all such affected HDB blocks. It is good to give some certainty to residents. Tell all affected residents upfront the reason why HDB is not proceeding with LUP, whether it is because of cost issue for that block or because of some technical constraints. For blocks where cost is the issue, some of my residents have asked that HDB should share with residents the costing involved and how much each resident must pay so the residents have a better understanding of the situation, including deciding for themselves whether this is something they can afford and are willing to pay. HDB should engage affected residents directly on this decision on possible alternative lift installation methods, and also what can HDB provide to improve accessibility without direct lift access. My next card on safe use of park connectors. 2 years ago, I filed a card with M&D on the safe use of park connectors. I said that depending on locations, the park connectors can be busy places and well used by many people for recreational purposes as well as for commuters getting to or from nearby MRT stations or bus stops. I highlighted my concern about safety of park connectors, particularly the uncertainty regarding the appropriate use of lanes provided on park connectors. 2 years on, there are a few changes in some PCN. In the PCN in my home, there's a change to the lane markings. They are now marked in red. The narrow lane has a pictorial sign showing no e-scooter. The wider lane has a pictorial sign showing a bicycle. Occasionally, there's a sign on a post asking people to keep to their lanes with a pictorial showing 2 lanes side by side, one for cycling and one for walking. However, in other PCN, there are only pictorial indication for cyclists and people on foot without any line drawn, or worse still, no separation or no indication at all. Like what I've said 2 years ago, many people still walk on both lanes and from both directions and cyclists, and PMD users are often left wading through the traffic on both lanes, frequently unsafely, especially during peak periods. Many cyclists are still using the lane for walking, and many people on foot who are using the wider lane often do not keep left, including many people walking their dogs or pushing a stroller, forcing each other to swerve around them, including forcing cyclists onto the narrow lane. So 2 years on, I feel that not much has changed. In the interest of safety, I'm in support of having separate dedicated lanes for those on foot, for bicycles and PMD. If we want to mix them, we have to try much harder to ensure safe and orderly use by different users. Once the extended cycling network is up, we may see the return of e-scooters to our PCN in greater numbers. Their return will only exacerbate the present situation with the ill-disciplined and poorly policed use of the PCN. I'd like to ask the Minister again to increase both the public education and enforcement efforts by both NParks as well as LTA officers for the safe use of our PCN. Thank you.